Okay, I am back. Um, so hopefully this time it'll work, but I don't think it's my connection though. I think it's Lou's connection. So let's hope everybody will jump back in because there were a good few people getting on there and I was excited for this talk. Let's hope that this will work because this is really an exciting talk to have, and I saw that people didn't really know what it was about, so I was about to explain. Okay, Lou, you can send me a request too, so click that button that you see. Let's try it that way. Thanks, Kevin. Thanks, King Rex, for joining. John Stacy, thanks. Category 5 Storm, thank you for coming back in here. Lou, do you see that button? Click that button. Yes. Let's see if this works. Hopefully it'll work. It says waiting, connecting. Oh my God. I don't see you either, and it stops and it keeps saying connecting. So I don't know. Do you have another device? Yes, try that one. I'll just stay on here. Right. There are no jokes here. Okay, so for the people that just joined us, creative, talented person, Llewellyn Radford, actor, director, motivational speaker, artist altogether. In my What Now series. The What Now series was created out of basically the need for motivation for creatives during this pandemic since everything is shut down. I started with musical artists, but in every genre of creativity, there's basically a need to be inspired and motivated and see how other people are dealing with this, how they stay motivated themselves, what they find to do, whether it's staying creative, staying working, finding new ways to get revenue, to get income, but also ways to, work on yourself, maybe get up on your skills or dive into a different business venture that can be related to your art. And it's been proven to be very helpful, not just because it provides some type of entertainment on your day, but also, just listening and seeing other people dealing with it in a certain way gives you more ideas to brainstorm off of for yourself, because not everything works the same for everyone. This is definitely not a talk to tell people what they need to do. This is really a talk to see if it helps people get out of that funk, just get out of that everyday thing that we're in now, because we can't really do a lot. Hopefully Lou will get it together because I'm again running out of stuff to say. I'm excited that all you guys are tuned in. Let me know who you are. Let me know if you're a creative or if you're just somebody that's interested in what the hell we're going to talk about. Yeah, because I don't know most of you. So thank you for coming in here. And if you have questions for me, please let me know. My background is music journalism. I do artist consultancy. I do management. So I'm basically in the creative area as well, staying creative myself. I lost a lot of income as well, lost a lot of projects. So it was also a way for me to stay busy and to contribute to helping those that need more more inspiration to get through this pandemic. Scheme stop. Hi, LA. Thanks for joining us. Ooh, there's a pediatric dentist from Saudi Arabia. That's amazing. Wow. And 3 design. Oh, okay, cool. You came in because of Mike T. That's dope. Um, you're going to get it all back. Yeah. Thanks, man. It's interesting to see different types of people looking. I actually was thinking about my own dentist today because I had a dentist appointment that got canceled because of all of this. And so now I'm like, I need to get my teeth cleaned. I don't even know how to at this point. I mean, we can do a lot of things ourselves. There goes Lou. Hey, it worked.
We're here.
I was talking about my dentist.
Epsom. That must be Epsom.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much that it's working.
Yeah. We live and direct.
Yes, we are. That's amazing. So I already gave like somewhat of an introduction to who you are. And, you know, I was getting to know some of the people that are in here because I don't really know a lot of the folks. You're the one that's bringing in all the support and the fans. Everybody wants to know about you. So how would you describe yourself? Because you're like a man of many talents. You do more than one thing. But at this point, most people know you as an actor.
Thank God. Thank God.
Yeah.
Dude, so where you want to start, Pay?
Okay, so what has been the biggest impact from this shutdown? Because all of entertainment is shut down. You being an actor, what has been the biggest impact for you creatively?
Oh man, well, obviously it's not as much work available. You have to really find a way to be creative.
Right.
Case in point, what we're doing now. I've also started writing. Those that don't know, I have a book out. I'm writing a second book. I started doing that, another inspirational book, which would be catered to kids. And so the impact is that the opportunities have to be created seriously, you know, like you have to get down to it and just, you know, me personally, because I'm a man of faith, I talk to God. There's my book, as you guys see, Dream On Dreamers, a book of inspiration.
Yes.
That's available on my website. And those who don't know, Pay is my manager. So she's gonna make sure that y'all know. But yeah, just finding out another way to create, finding out another avenues. I've been blessed to have the right people in my life at the right time, and so we tend to work together to get stuff done. Whether it's directing, whether it's writing, whether it's creating, this is a time that you can really tune into those different talents and just ask God, like I do, you know, what is it that you want for me to do? What am I supposed to be doing right now?
Right.
And how can I not only be blessed, but be a blessing to other people? So, I mean, for me, you know, in reality, there's a huge impact as far as physically getting out and doing stuff. But this is a way to be able to figure out another way to get stuff done.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. That's what everybody is basically doing, but not everyone has the inspiration or the motivation or even the ideas to do so, which is why I started these talks so people can be inspired.
Get after it.
Oh, get after it. Go get it. Get after it. Yeah, so Lou, as he was saying, he's not only trying to, you know, do his thing, he's trying to be a blessing to others. And I'm going to be a little mushy in here because you have been one of my biggest blessings since I've met you. And I'm not just saying that because of the relationship I have with him, but Lou truly is one of the most amazing people I've ever met. He's one of probably the most positive person in my life. He always gets me up. He always makes me smile. He prays for me. He motivates me. It is like, you can't find a better person than Lou. And
you're gonna make me cry. I gotta go get some tissue.
That's okay. But yeah, it's the truth. And it's one of the reasons why I love working with you and why I would really, really run to do anything for you, because you do the same. And in this life, we all, especially in the creative industry, we all need people like that on our team. So if anything, if there's anything that I want to give in this motivational talk, is find the right people. This is the time to connect to people, because everybody's home. Everybody has the time to, you know, read their messages, whoever it is. If there's a person that you've always been inspired by or motivated by, or that you wanted to work with, then hit him up. You have nothing to lose.
That's right.
Now's the time to make connections, even though we have to social distance ourselves.
I think we got to make the best of our connections. You know, I've been blessed with the right people, as I mentioned before, and it just happened to be at the right time. You know, even down to I have my friend, one of my close friends, who's an actor, Llewellyn Wade, and we've been working together, creating things, and got some stuff coming. as well as like my bro Blake Kelly working on his music videos, and you know, just finding other ways to get things pushed out creatively.
Right.
And you know, working with the people that you've been trying to work with. I mean, Blake Kelly is one of my close friends, and people have been saying I should direct his videos, and then you know, opportunity presents itself, and now that's come to fruition. So and that's on the heels of my own film that I, you know, put out in February. Amongst
Happy
other
Valentine's
things
Day.
Yes, Happy Valentine's Day is available for your viewing pleasures. Please go to my website, check that out, www.llewellynradford.com.
Shout out to Ronte, who's in this
Ronte,
conversation.
I appreciate you so much. You are a man of many talents. You are amazing, bro. Ronte, you keep it going, man. Thank you for the website. Thank you for everything, bro. You keep it going. I really appreciate you. Shout out to everybody that's in the live right now.
Yes, everyone. Shout out to everyone.
Showing love and appreciation, you know, and who agreed with Pay about me as a person. I really appreciate it a lot. And I want to take the time to thank her. Like I mentioned, if you're just coming in, she's my manager. Not only just somebody who's doing the interview. I mean, I got into it late. She was already doing this. I'm like, I was waiting for my invite when I'm going to be on the show, you know. But she's a godsend. Pay, you're somebody who I appreciate. I was actually just talking about you before we got on the line. You know, as my manager, I couldn't ask for somebody else. I couldn't have handpicked somebody else. You know, you literally fell into my life at the right time. Those that don't know, so how she became my manager, I was introduced to her, and she's in Amsterdam, right?
Yes.
And I'm in California. And we got on the phone, and I had just got out of a situation with the agency manager where they were just in San Diego, and I really didn't like it. I'm a family person. Those that know me knows I'm hands-on. Yes. And so we got on the line, though, and we talked for 2 hours. And it was
actually video chat too.
Yes, it was. And if you don't know me, you know I like to talk on video. I don't really.
I was like not prepared.
But we talked for 2 hours, and it just made sense. And then I was blessed to be able to go to Amsterdam twice on my trip to Ireland to see my son, and I was able to see her and talk with her twice, and it just made sense. We just connected like the right puzzle pieces. Yeah. In which now you have the new website. Shout out to Ronte. Without Pay, there would be no website. There would be no connection to Ronte. So I'm appreciative of that. Then the new EPK and the new reel and everything that's just been happening is a blessing. And I thank you because you actually work, and I'm not going to say for me, but you work with me. Yeah. You know what I mean? And we have a partnership like I've never had before. Yes, SSM all day. You know,
I need my
we work hard together, and I appreciate you so much, and I thank God for you. Real talk.
Oh, thank you. Well, I'm so happy that we both are on the same page, that we have the same mentality, not just work-wise, work ethic, but, you know, family-wise, because you really became family to me. Just like Ronte became family to me. And, you know, you guys, we have been a really good team. For people that we keep talking about Ronte, his screen name on here is CPL Hardy. If you need any design work, if you need a website, if you need flyers, he's been doing my What Now series design as well. Hit him up, you know. So he's got you. So okay, that was a little promo round. Everyone that's in here that I don't know, the fact that I see every person supporting Lou like they do is, it just reflects on the person that he is. And you know, we were talking about the Dream on Dreamers book. If you don't have the book, it's not a big book. You can read it in an hour if you want to. Get this book, and not only to support him and to, you know, to help him get more art out into this world, but it will really help you spiritually. It'll guide you mentally, and we're all looking forward to, you know, the next things that you're going to put out, because it's now only a matter of time. You having all these projects while you're in quarantine. When we get out of this, when the gates are all open, are you planning on pushing all your projects at that time, or are you still just working at your own timeline? How does that work for you?
Well, for me, I have you.
who
we have to strategize. I know.
Yeah, so okay, because like this how this works, guys. Like I'm a person that goes off of how I'm inspired, and like even writing, like right now I'm working on my second book, and for me it was the idea I came up with maybe 2 years ago, but I just started writing because I was inspired, and I know I can be hectic sometimes and almost give pay hell because I'll come up with new ideas like boom, like we'll have a strategy meeting and we talk about everything we're gonna be doing over the next couple of months, and then like
I'll send
a
the
week
bullet
later
points
it's like
over.
a week later I'm like, I got this new film I want to write. I got a new idea I want to do. But I just try to stay steady, look to God to guide me really, asking him what he wants me to do. And from there I'm able to push out whatever comes out. I mean, with writing my second book, like, I don't think you even know, but I've written 5 new pieces already. I wrote 4 within like 20 minutes. And I
You
hadn't
told me
written
last week.
oh, okay, I did. I tell you everything.
Yeah.
But I hadn't written anything for like 2 years.
Yeah.
And so even with film, like literally yesterday, I'm having a brainstorming session with a friend of mine, Brittany, who comes up with an idea, and she's like, we should do this film. And we started coming up with ideas, but I have so many different ideas already put away that it's just when it's time, I go back to them and I add to them. I go back to them and I add to them. That's what I do, and prepare for them. So I mean, the goals, you know, right now, obviously, I have my other short film that's already done. It's in post production. Yeah. The goal is to have that out in June. That's Who to Trust. And then with the second
that one's
book,
gonna be so good, people.
Yeah, it's really gonna be good. That's a good one. It's a lot
that's a good
to that
one.
But that's already done. The book, you know, like I said, still writing. The next thing really though is doing the lives with my Goats and Lions. Goats and Lions, that's going to be ushering in Goats and Lions, the podcast, in which we talk about everybody's journeys, have different people come on in different fields of entertainment and talk about the journey, talk about your processes, your successes, your failures, and where you want to go and how we can inspire other people, as well as being inspired ourselves, you know, just by working with one another. So, I mean, it's just a matter of time, just letting things kind of come out on my own. And then as the quarantine kind of ends and we start having projects come back around, I'll be prepared for whatever it is that God has for me.
Yeah, so what I like about this is it's different from the other talks because you're a person that already by nature has all these ideas. And when I met Lou, he was very all over the place. So I'm basically also here to structure him, to make sure that the ideas are lined up properly and make sense for when to put out what. Because he's doing so many things, it's very important to make sure that whatever you do complements everything else that you do. And putting things out in the wrong order will not always do that. So we're doing that together. So one of the things is also when you have all these ideas, nobody is telling you not to do everything. You can do everything. You just can't do it all at the same time.
That's why you need a manager, people.
Right. So when you're in this pandemic, you're in the quarantine, you're locked up, and you do have all these ideas and you don't know how to attack them because one day you think of this and the other day you think of that, just write them all down. Have a book, you know, just like every other creative, a journal is great, write a book of ideas, write everything down, and then find out what makes sense. Or even if you have a team that can facilitate one idea right now, and you don't have a team for all the other ideas, then focus on finishing that idea because that's the one that makes most sense at the time.
And I'd even like to add to that, you know, I mean, y'all who know me, I ain't perfect, but I'd say the first thing, even before you do all that, is pray.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because then what you're doing, you're looking for some type of alignment, and as it flows out, it'll flow out the way it's supposed to. You know,
it'll be guided by God.
Facts. Facts. Because a lot of times I'll have these ideas and things, and I'm writing them down, as you said, going back to them, but it may not be time for them to come to fruition. It may not be ready yet. You know, a lot of times we want to birth our babies before they're ready to be birthed, and because we want them, we enjoy them, we love them, it's ours. But when you seek that guidance, and then boom, along with, that's like the word says, faith without works is dead. And what you just said is actually exactly that. Whereas, okay, you got the faith, but then you got to work behind it, which is going in and writing them down, going back to them, picking them back up at times and putting them back down at times, but then also going along with the timeline that God provides for us.
Yes. And that is something that I've also, well, I knew it, but you keep confirming that to me. Like, sometimes I need that. I mean, I may be people's managers, but sometimes I feel like I need a manager because I'm also a creative person. Yep. So I'm all over the place.
But you're a heck of a manager.
Whenever I talk to you, you can say one thing and I'm already like, yeah, you know what? Lou's right. Because, you know, there was an
You hear that, people? I'm usually right. I want y'all to understand that. Go ahead.
Because I know how to pick out the right sentences that apply to me. No, I'm kidding. I saw an article a while ago that was celebrating people that found success at a later stage in life. There is no, you have to do everything and you have to be successful before 25 or before 30. There is no such thing. I mean, I believe Samuel L. Jackson didn't break through with his first big role until he was in his, 50s? And there's a whole bunch of other people that didn't make it until they were 40 or 50. So when you feel like, I have to do it now, you're forcing it. Yeah. And sometimes you just have to just step back, let it marinate, and then when the time is right, everything will fall into place and you don't have to force it.
That's right.
It's something I still have to tell myself from time to time because we're all eager to go. When you have a great idea, you just want to throw it into the world.
Right now, let's do it.
Yeah. But you're definitely a person that has taught me that as well. And you keep saying it. Like, you know, me and Lou have had a bunch of, setbacks too. You know, we have a timeline and then things don't happen or people don't come through with things or, you know, whatever it is. And Lou is always the one that says, it's okay. It's God's timing, everything in time. And that to me is, well, the best client I can work with because they're not as good as me.
And now don't get it twisted. That ain't easy.
Yeah, it's not.
That's challenging. I don't want to make it seem like it's just some easy thing to do because when you want something, like for me, I've been acting for 11 years. That was the first time I ever got paid to act was 2009. And I'm ready for the big thing right now. Granted, I've been blessed to do some great stuff, you know. Right. I've been blessed with awesome jobs, you know, and literally it's like, I'm thankful. I really am.
Yeah.
But I want more, and I'm not settling, you know. But with that being said, it's like at times you like when you want it right now, but you have to literally trick your mind. And to believing that everything is okay and it's right on time. Yeah. You know, I'm a strong believer in everything happens for a reason.
Yes.
And I trust that the things happen the way they're supposed to, when they're supposed to. So that's how I calm myself down. Anything that I'm sharing with you or anybody else is things that I actually implement in my own life. I apply these things to my life.
Yeah.
Where I'm feeling like I'm feeling like I'm not doing something right or I haven't gotten enough or I'm not where I want to be. And then I have to literally look in the mirror and say, you're where you're supposed to be.
Right.
You're going where you're supposed to be going. You're doing what you're supposed to be doing. If you need to work a little harder, that's different. If you need to add a little bit more, that's different. But when you're tricking, it's almost a trick of the mind where you're telling yourself, okay, I got this. Just be cool, and I'm where I'm supposed to be. God, you already told me that I'm supposed to have this. I've been prophesied to 1,000,000 times about LA, Hollywood, in my pulpit, and about what I do in my career and as an actor, as an entertainer, how I'm meant to bless people and so on and so forth. So I have to look back at those things that I've been told by God and reminded of and then keep pushing forward. And like I said, it ain't easy, but challenges are good. They stretch us and that's what they call growing pains. We grow through those pains.
You become a better person. You become more skilled. One of the things that this whole lockdown is good for is to slow us down. To sit and think about where you are, how you want to approach things. Also, as somebody said it before in one of the talks, this is a great time to review your circle, your
Yes.
situations.
Yes.
Maybe there are people that you don't necessarily should be dealing with. Maybe there are situations that you shouldn't be dealing with. Great example. You and I, we don't have a 9 to 5. So we're hustlers. We always get things done because we know how to, you know, create things if there's nothing.
I'm a hustler.
There's a lot of people with 9 to 5s that don't love their job, but they don't want to take the risk because they're in this comfort zone. Now, if this situation has taught us anything, there is no comfort zone because now people are losing jobs. So why not take the risk and do something you love? Because, you know, if anything, we don't know how long our lives are. You know, people are literally dying right now all over the world. Do something that makes you happy, that gives you peace of mind. This is the time to slow down. Don't force anything and make sure that you're good. Because when we come out on the other side, we have to be better people for the world.
That's true.
It's not working the way we did it. And if we're not doing our part by ourselves, then nobody is. Even right now, we all have to stay inside and keep distance to help others, to, you know, protect others. This is not for ourselves only. So we have to really think about what pressure or what job is put on us right now. And I'm scared that once this whole pandemic is over and we can play outside, that people forget that we have to look out for each other. And that is something that I want to make aware to everyone, not just right now, but once, maybe 2 years from now, 3 years from now, life is back to normal. We have to keep thinking this way, which is why for me, this can take a little while. I don't mind having to deal with this for a little while because it takes repetition for people to understand what's going on and how they should contribute to a better world.
And learning how to navigate in a new normal. You know,
definitely.
We're people that have to adjust and adapt. I mean, we do that every day.
As long as
you continue to be resilient, and you just find a way to adjust and adapt. I mean, we do that in life. You know, things happen on our journeys as we're going towards goals, as we're just navigating through life in general. And then it's about adjusting and adapting because things don't always go as planned at all. You know, it's never like exactly the way you want it to be.
It's never, because it's already, God already has the plan. So we can want what we want, but it's not our job here on earth to only want what we want.
No, we got more to do than that.
Yes, we do. Like you said, it's not easy. You know, Lou makes it look so easy, but just because, you know, he was just saying, I have to tell myself that. I have to motivate myself to keep that mindset. That's what we all have to do. We can sit here. It's easy to just throw in the towel and be depressed.
So easy to be negative.
But you know what? The great things never came out of easy and laziness.
No, not at all.
Great things came out of the struggle.
That's right. You work hard for something, you'll get it.
Yeah.
Ain't that right? Call me a berry. I just shout out to somebody that's in here.
That's okay. Yeah, I keep seeing everyone coming in. I don't want to address everyone because we're in this conversation. So I just want to say to everybody, you are seen. We see you.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you for coming in here. Thank you for confirming and affirmations. I see that. If you have any questions for Lou, I know you have a lot of fans that are on now. So
I have a lot of friends.
Yeah, a lot of friends.
I'm gonna call y'all friends. Supporters.
Well,
I appreciate y'all.
Listen, I'm a fan too. You're a fan of somebody too. So
you're right.
You know, I'm not scared of that word. I'm a fan first.
I appreciate the love and support, man. I've been blessed to have people that have supported me since I decided to jump into this, to dive in 2 feet, and to do something that was, you know, I went into uncharted territory.
Right.
I didn't know anybody that was an actor. I didn't at all, but I knew I enjoyed being in front of the camera. You said what? You
know so many people, Lou. You're like the most social person I know.
But before getting into acting, I mean, because I was modeling. You know, a lot of people don't know. I used to model. I did runway and things like that. Oh yeah, I do a little rapping too. I got some music and stuff too, y'all. Check out everything on the website. Once again, it's www.llewellynradford.com. Link is in
Yeah,
my
it's a
bio.
whole bunch of L's in his name, just so you know. Just make sure you spell it right. This is the name with the most L's. I haven't used the L this much. My L of my keyboard is like almost fading away.
But
oh, what are some of your biggest projects is being asked?
Oh, well, I appreciate everything positive that's coming in here right now. I really do. Some of my biggest projects. So one of the biggest things that I was blessed to do was a project called Deuce, which was a partnership with Ritz-Carlton and the company Hearst. This was, the exposure has been incredible. I mean, literally, it's not a week that goes by that somebody isn't seeing my face on the TV. Basically, I'll tell you a little bit about the project. So Hearst and Ritz-Carlton partnered to do 5 short films. They did 5 film series based on 2 characters in a hotel room. And they shot them at different Ritz-Carltons all around the world. And I was blessed to be the only one that they shot in America. And so I play a father who's a tennis player, and shout out to Leah, who played my daughter. She's amazing.
She was so cute.
Excuse me. It was the moment before my biggest tennis match, and a Saudi Arabia fan.
Yeah, I know. So many people from Saudi Arabia. That's amazing.
It was, I appreciate it. But she played, basically it was the moment before the biggest tennis match and our conversation leading up to the moment. So it was super amazing, super dope. It actually was very emotional. There's a moment in the piece, in the dialogue, where it's like, my character's like, I never thought I'd be here. And for me, that really hit. It struck a chord. I always knew I would succeed, but sometimes when you're just actually doing it, it's like, wow, like I'm really doing this thing that I dove off 2 feet in. And so that was one of the biggest things that I've been blessed to do. I've also done work with Under Armour, working with Steph Curry, did a commercial with them a few years ago. I've been on Blackish. I've done a number of music videos. I work with Ice Cube, Common, Lil Wayne, 2 Chainz. The list goes on. I've done a number of music videos.
So let me ask you.
Yes.
Let me ask you this, because I don't want to go about what you have done, but you now also, directing and writing your own films. Is this a time where I know from you that you also now try to, get your skills up as a director, as, just more aspects of the industry. So is this a time for you where you're also looking at other talents that you may want to work with? Is this a specific time where you feel like now is the time that you can research people that you may want to work with, or do people hit you up? Well, there might be people in here that want to work with you. How do they do that?
Well, okay, so look, that was a 2-part question.
Yes,
so
sorry.
No, it's all good. Thank God for my intelligence. So the first part, researching, looking at people. I mean, I think that this time gives us the opportunity to look at things we may not have had time for before.
Right.
So like, whereas you're doing life and trying to create, right now you're not necessarily doing life in the same manner. I mean, a lot of us are still working from home with our jobs and things like that. Everybody's still doing life, but not in the same manner, meaning that you're not getting up and going out for your 9 to 5 every day. So with that being said, for me as a creator who doesn't work a 9 to 5, I still have to do life, but I'm not doing life in the same manner. So I have the opportunity to look at other people that I may want to work with. So I do have the opportunity. I have spoken to people that we may create things and as it comes though. I'm not even forcing it. But I've never been that person anyway. I'm not a person that's going to force things. I'll take the time to learn some stuff, to research some things, even with people at that moment, and I'll go with it as it comes to me. And then in the other aspect, as far as working with me, unless you know me, your best bet is to reach out to Pay.
Yeah, hit me up.
Because she'll tell me, literally, I mean, she gets my emails anyway, but she'll tell me like,
do this, do that, don't do this, do that. Yeah.
And you should have them send a message. Have them send a message to me.
Yeah.
Because I'll be responding, and I've learned now that it's not my job to respond to everybody.
Well, yeah, exactly. So this is a little tip for everyone that's wanting to hit Lou or somebody else up. It's all about how you package your message. If it, you know, I cannot do anything with, hey, let's work, or hey, I want to collab. No, come with an actual proposal. If you have an idea, how you see this, and it doesn't have to be detailed, but if you send, hey, I have a movie and I would love for you to have a role in it, that already has way more content than, hey, let's work together. Because what is working together? So I always tell Lou, have them send a message, because it immediately tells me what they're made of and if they're serious. Because, you know, I'm all for investing in great projects that bring value, but we all know we all got to eat too. So, you know, we have to,
I don't mean to interrupt, but you're my protector, because like I'm a hard person. So it's like if I'll go after seeing the best in a person, you know, and I'll be like, oh, so let's, you know, somebody hit me up, let's work on this, let's work on that. At the same time, I may not dive right in, but I'll be more open to it than as opposed to you looking over it and finding out the realness behind it. You know what I mean? Get to the meat and potatoes.
And it doesn't mean that everyone that does their thing is not real, but in this industry, because you know, I manage music artists as well. In this industry, everybody does something, but it doesn't necessarily fit in the strategy that I have for my clients. In this case, Lou. So that doesn't mean we don't support it. That doesn't mean we think it's whack. That just means this is not for Lou at this time. And it doesn't also not mean that we can't circle back or that you can't hit us up again. But, you know, it's never a complete no unless you're really on some bullshit. But, you know, it goes out.
No BS come this way.
I'm just saying, I've been in this game for 20 years. I could sniff the BS from a mile away.
As you guys can see, I chose a great manager, or she chose a great me.
So yeah, are there who's on your bucket list to work with? There's a whole bunch of people, but if you had the opportunity right now to pick one person that you could do a project with right now, who would that person be?
Wow, one person.
Only one. Like, if I could get you that one tomorrow, who would it be?
Can I go with two people?
No, one.
Why not? I want to go
okay,
with two.
fine, two.
Because I got to go with my man, Llewellyn Wade. That's my brother. And he's an amazing actor, and we're like-minded individuals. And that's something actually that's going to happen, but that's somebody that I really want to do something with, you know?
And that'll happen, yeah.
Yeah, and then beyond that, though, Denzel.
Oh, that's great, yeah.
As my man Ruby just wrote it, too. Yeah, yep. Denzel.
People know you.
Denzel is one of my favorite actors, you know, top 5. Denzel, Will Ferrell, Al Pacino, Robert De Niro. Yeah, these are like, those are my top. Leonardo DiCaprio.
We're going to be speaking into existence. Lou will be working with Denzel, Will Ferrell, Al Pacino, and whoever
Robert De Niro
else.
And Leo DiCaprio.
Oh yeah, that would be great. Yeah. So if you had to choose between breaking through in a movie, what type of genre would you prefer it to be a breakthrough role in? Would it be comedy? Would it be a thriller?
It would be dramedy.
Dramedy.
Yeah, it'd be dramedy. I mean, because it's real life. You know,
right.
There's ups, there's downs, there's laughter, there's seriousness. You know, and you know, I'm an emotional person. You know, so that would definitely be dramedy. Would be the breakout. That would be my ultimate. You know, something real.
And what is okay? So you're now doing your own movies. If you got this great opportunity to direct,
okay,
and let's say you get the opportunity to co-direct or something for a movie with Denzel, but you can't play with him as an actor.
Okay.
Would you do that?
For sure. No doubt about
it. Aren't you scared that if you're being known as a director before you're an actor, that you won't be taken serious as an actor?
First of all, fear doesn't even come my way. False evidence appearing real. So I ain't afraid of nothing. I might get nervous. I ain't afraid of nothing. I feel like what's for me is for me. So I used to think that about a lot of stuff. Not a lot of stuff, but certain things where it's like, oh, I have to do this to be able to do this. That's like with the sketches. I didn't really want to get into sketches because people said they didn't take actors seriously. And then I seen a lot of people I know, not a lot, but a few people I know make it off of doing that, doing sketches and things like that. And I've been blessed to do some that mine's really went viral. You know, the people I work with, I've been blessed to work with the heavy hitters. But I, you know, once again, we go back to faith and trusting God and knowing that He's gonna put us in the right place at the right time to go where we need to be going. So with that being said, if He puts me in a position to direct something, then so be it. You know, I'm not going to shy away from it because He's ultimately going to make everything work the way it's supposed to. He already has it all planned, you know.
And it's an opportunity. I'm always like, you gotta grab opportunities. What if that was the opportunity to get you to where you want to be, but you didn't want to take it because, you know, and sketches. I mean, Saturday Night Live is all sketches. Look at what came out of that.
Yeah.
The pool of talent. Like
amazing talent. But like I tend to tell people all the time, you know, you're never going to stumble across anything if you're not walking that direction already.
Yeah.
So I mean, even if it's if it's meant to be, if it's directing, then that's what was on your journey. It was on your path. You know, I'm not going to shy away from it. I'm just going to do it all. People have tried to tell me you can't do, you know, you can only do, focus on that. No, you're not going to tell me what I can and can't do. You won't put me in the box. I refuse
That's a challenge.
to be in the box.
Oh, yeah, I mean, you're wrong.
Facts. I mean, I'm a young man that's from the projects, grew up in government housing, and I wrote a book, you know, and I was able to speak at my college that I didn't even graduate from. Like, you can't tell me what I can't do. You know, I'll do everything that I want to do, that I set out to do, as long as God say I can. And that's the only way I'm not, is if He says no. Period.
Amen. Yeah, definitely. I know that Instagram has a cap on the live. Are there any things that you want to tell people right now in this, encourage them in these times? There's something that you want to get off your chest?
I don't know. I don't think I have. What I would say to everybody, man, is do what you love. Yeah. I would say that to you if there was a pandemic not going on.
Right.
If whatever's going on, you know, do what you love. Don't be afraid. Have faith. You know, I don't mean to be cliche, but this is reality. Places, well, put it this way. If you can't do anything if you don't move towards it. Right. You won't ever know what you were able to accomplish if you never tried it. You have to jump off. You have to take that leap. You have to have faith. We wake up every day believing that we're supposed to wake up, not knowing that somebody may not have woken up today. Right. That there's an opportunity to do something. So I would just say, continue to push towards whatever it is that you want to do, and don't let anything stop you, because adversity will continue to come, or anyone. Adversity will continue to come, but it's up to you to continue to navigate through and get to where you're supposed to be. You're on this planet still for a reason. Figure out what that is and work it. And work it until you can't work it no more. And keep working it even after that.
And if I can add to that one, this is why it's important to surround yourself with the right people. Because if you are on that journey that may be different than what society tells you to do, then you need a strong team of people around you that understand your goal, that understand your path, and that support you, and not doubt you or not try to steer you off of your path. There are so many people that do that for whatever reason. They may be unhappy. They may want you to just do, you know, what society tells you to do. Trust your own gut, trust your own feeling, but also trust your feeling when it comes to your circle, to your situations. Don't always think that a situation is great because it looks great. Don't always think a person is great because it looks great. We all have to go through these things. We have to learn to navigate through that. But when you're out there doing what you want to do that makes you happy, make sure that everybody in your circle supports your happiness.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's a fact.
Yeah. I want to shout out your mom, Ms. Alexis Carter, Mama Lou.
I love my mom.
From the day that I met Lou, he had to introduce me to his mother because she's an important person, and she has been nothing but supportive of our collaboration as well. And I keep your mom in my mind all the time as well. She became like a second voice in my head as well. So shout out to your mom.
Shout out to my mom.
Yeah.
Who's
Mama
also
Lou,
my
yep.
momager.
That's how I call her, Mama Lou.
Yeah, man. She
you have to send her this conversation. She'll be so happy. Yeah.
I will. Yeah. My mother is amazing. Just to take a moment of appreciation for my mother. My mother is the reason why I fight the way I do. Also, my father. I mean, my father died in my face, and he fought to the very last breath. You know, so I have to give credit there too. But my mom has been in my house, you know, all my life, and she's pushed me, and she would never quit. I've watched her. She's been a model of how not to quit.
Right.
The entire time, to the point, I mean, when she was in school, when I was in school, finishing college, you know, and finished and now owns her own business. And I mean, as a mother of 7 children, you know, to now own her own business. I mean, you know, like I wasn't living in that government project, government housing by myself, you know.
Right.
My mom was the one who was there going through it, like as an adult. You know, I remember my mom pushing a stroller over the bridge to go to Hampton University, or, you know, us walking to the laundromat, you know, and taking our clothes. I mean, just so much, you know, that I've seen with my own eyes that have inspired me and continue to inspire me. And so I just want to say, I appreciate you, Mom. I love you so much, because I know you're going to see this.
Right.
And I'm thankful for my siblings as well, my brothers and sisters. I mean, they're driving force as well. You know, all of my siblings.
I would love to meet them as well.
Yeah.
At some point.
Soon to come.
Well, I wanted to thank your mom, because she brought forth, together with your dad, such an amazing person that I have in my life right now. So with that said, without tears shedding, with gratitude and blessings, I want to thank you for this motivational talk. And I feel like you definitely should continue inspiring people. In whatever way, book, movie, live talks, interviews, articles, whatever. We love you. And man, okay, well, I just got to finish up because we're going to get cut off.
Okay, well, look, I'll tell you guys, which is a great segue. I will be continuing to host my own lives after this. Dream on Dreamers, that's right. Dream on Dreamers, Dream on Dreamers. But so I'll be starting a live called Goats and Lions. It's about the greats and the beasts, and we'll be having people come on, talk about their journeys, successes, failures, talk about where you're going, what you're trying to do, just talking. Yeah, of course. You're already on.
I have a great journey to tell about, because I'm writing a book
too. You will be on. You will be on. And so I get my teeth pulled in 2 days. Everybody.
Oh yeah.
My wisdom tooth will be coming out in 2 days. So after I heal, please do. So after I heal, I will be bringing you guys my own live. And yeah, so I will have some great people coming on. I'll have, you know, some people that are actually in this live right now who are very successful people doing well in their own right. So look out for that. That'll be coming. And I appreciate everybody for tuning in, man. If you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask. I know we're going to be cut off soon, but
Thank you,
ask the questions. We really appreciate you guys so much.
We do.
Thank you so much.
I
love you all.
You guys definitely made this one of the greatest talks as well, because I saw so much love floating by in the comments. Again, we didn't address everything, but we see everything and we can look back. So yeah, thank you so much. Shout us out, send Lou a message, send me a message. I appreciate each and every one of you. And I'll be back with another live talk on Wednesday with a talented singer from South Carolina. All right. I'll talk to you soon, Lou.
All right, PK.
Bye.
Hey, dream on dreamers, man. See y'all soon.